class I am going to tell about the lesson number 1, Nimmo got a sari. So today we are learning about the lesson. So while reading the lesson, you have to open your textbook, page number 4, keep in front of you, and I'll play a video. In that you have to go through the video and read along the video and put your index finger on the line, moving line, so that it will be easier for you to while reading. So now I am going to play a video of this lesson, Nimmo got a sari.
English.
Read along with me.
1. Nimmo got a sari. Reading. This is a story about a little girl who likes to dress up like her mother in a glossy manner. Nimmo was very happy to see her mother's new dress. What was special in that dress? It was a 3-piece dress, salwar, kameez and dupatta. It was a typical Punjabi dress. Its dupatta was bright as it had heavy embroidery and stonework. It had rose shrubs on which one could see red roses and green leaves. Nimmo's mother was busy in the kitchen. Nimmo quietly picked up the new dupatta and came out of the house. Nimmo found the dupatta very long when she thought of wearing it, so she decided to wear it as a sari. She tied it around her waist. She pretended to be her class teacher. She walked in the garden trying to copy her class teacher. She was busy teaching when honk honk, she heard the honk of her friend Deepa's car at the gate. Suddenly she felt shy. She did not want Deepa to see her in a sari. Hurriedly, she took off the sari and threw it towards her house and waited. Just then a strong wind blew and carried away Nimmo's so-called sari. My sari, it has flown away, she cried. She was very upset. Her mother heard Nimmo. She immediately came there. When she came to know that it was her dupatta, which was now missing, she became upset too. Stop crying, Nimmo, said her mother. We will go and look for it. As they both went towards the gate, Deepa's mother got down from the car and asked them what was the matter. Nimmo's mother explained everything and then she took Nimmo and started walking down the road looking for the dupatta.
Okay children, till now you have heard about what has Nimmo done with a sari. It means it's not a sari, it's a piece of cloth called dupatta of her mother's dress, and her mother's dress was 3-piece dress. It was salwar, kameez and dupatta. It was very beautiful with a heavy embroidery and stonework, and it has also rose shrubs on the dupatta. She wanted to wear. Then she took the dupatta. Who took the dupatta? Nimmo. Nimmo took the dupatta and came out and she wanted to dress it up, and she found it very difficult and she has surrounded it with on her waist, and she pretended like teacher. Isn't it? You also will do. You pretend like your friends, your teachers, isn't it? In the same way she walked like that and she copied her class teacher and she pretended walked in the garden. So she was busy in teaching. She heard the horn of a friend's car and suddenly she felt shy that someone may come suddenly. So what did she do? She suddenly removed the dupatta. In that hurry, she threw it somewhere towards her house. But what happened? At that time, heavy wind blew there and it carried away Nimmo's dupatta. And she was crying, my sari, and it was flying away like that way. In the meanwhile, Deepa's mother, she got down from the car and asked her what had happened, what was the matter, why they were running. Then Nemo's mother came out and she said, "Don't worry, stop crying, Nemo. We'll go and search for it." So she explained Deepa's mother about the dupatta flowing. Then again they both started walking down the road looking for the dupatta. Then starting, we'll move further. Now next you have to read again from where it is starting. Okay children?
As they were walking, they came across Mr. Gopal, their neighbor. "Uncle, did you see a bright blue sari flying across?" asked Nemo. "Yes, Nemo, I saw a piece of cloth entwined round a pole outside that tent. It was not as long as a sari," said Mr. Gopal. "You are right. It was not a sari, it was my dupatta," said Nemo's mother. Nemo and her mother thanked Mr. Gopal and hurried towards the pole, and they saw the dupatta flying like a flag on the pole. "Mummy, look there," Nemo said, pointing to the pole. "Let us go into the tent to ask someone there to help us take out the dupatta," said Nemo's mother. When they went into the tent, they realized it was a circus tent. There were lots of people. The show was about to begin. Nemo and her mother stood at the entrance. They saw ropes strung across the big safety nets below. "That must be for the trapeze artists and the tightrope walkers," said Nemo's mother. "I could never walk on something so high," said Nemo. Just then the music started and the performers began to come into the ring. The elephant stood on its hind legs, clowns juggled balls, and lion tamer made two lions climb on chairs and sit. A beautiful girl stood on two horses as they galloped around the ring.
Okay children, so Nemo and her mother walked down the road looking for the dupatta. Hope you are all understanding very clearly. Now I'll continue it. So as they were walking and searching for the dupatta, they came across Mr. Gopal, who was their neighbor. He was their neighbor. Neighbor means who will be besides their house. Besides our houses, we'll call them as neighbors. So they met Mr. Gopal, who was their neighbor, and Nemo asked, "Uncle, did you see a bright blue sari flying across?" Then he said, "Yes, Nemo, I saw a piece of cloth entwined round a pole outside the tent, but it was not as long as a sari." That means he said, "Yes, girl, yes, my dear, I have seen a piece of cloth. It is not a sari, but a piece of cloth which has been entwined around a pole outside that tent." Then again, yes, he said, "Yes, you are right. It was not a sari. It was my dupatta." Who said this? Nemo's mother. Nemo's mother said, "It was not a sari, sir. It was my dupatta, and it was flew away from my house." And they thanked both of them to the Mr. Gopal, and they hurried towards the pole where it was flying like a flag on that pole. Then Nemo said, "Mummy, look there," pointing the pole, and they wanted to go inside the tent to ask for any help. Is there anyone to give them the dupatta which was hanging on the pole? Then as soon as they entered the tent, they realized that it was a circus tent. Circus, I think you have all seen the circus, isn't it? Many animals will be performing many stunts over there. Even people also, jugglers, trapeze artists, tightrope walkers. You might seen all those things. Horses. So in the same way, they both stood in the entrance and they saw many things in the content performing by the artist. So again, what were the performances done by there? The elephant stood on its hind legs. Hind legs means back of legs. Can you imagine that such a big elephant only standing and making its weight only on hind legs? It's very difficult. Only by practicing it performs on the stage. And also clowns juggle balls. Clowns juggling means they'll throw the balls up and down and they'll catch very carefully that they should not fall down on the ground. So they'll perform such type of things. And also lion tamer, he'll make the lion to stand and sit and move around. Like that way he'll also perform, and he'll make the lions to sit on the chairs also. Such a small chair it will be, and there he'll make the lions to sit on the chairs. And at last they saw a girl who was standing on both the horses. In each horse, if we stand only, it's very difficult. But she is managing to stand on both the horses, and also she galloped around the ring. She galloped again. So again, now I am moving further. Read
On
along
seeing
with
all this,
the
Nimmo
video.
forgot about the sari and enjoyed the show. When the show was over, her mother requested the ringmaster to help them to get the dupatta out. He readily helped them. Nimmo was overjoyed and thanked the ringmaster profusely. They returned home. After a few days, mother bought Nimmo a small-sized sari. It was a sari specially made for girls. Nimmo, now you have your own sari. You need not spoil my clothes, Nimmo's mother said. Nimmo was happy to get a sari which belonged to her only.
Okay, this is the end of the story. Now what happened? They forgot why they have come to the circus tent. Why they have come? To collect their dupatta. But she forgot by seeing the circus artist making so many stunts over there, and she was watching all the shows. At the end of the show, then they remembered about the dupatta, why they have come over there. Then again, mother requested ringmaster to help to get the dupatta out. So he was so kind, he helped them to get out the dupatta from the pole. Then Nimmo was overjoyed and she thanked the ringmaster very happily. She was very happy that she got her dupatta back. And after some days, what does the mother do? She bought a small size sari. It was not a sari, but it was looking like similar only for girls, small girls. So she bought a new one and she gifted Nimmo, saying that now from today onwards you should not spoil my things and you can enjoy with your sari which I am giving you. So by seeing that small type of sari, she felt very happy. Nimmo was very happy to see the sari. Then the little girls, even you also will people make with saris with towels and all many things, isn't it? Do you have such type of saris, children? Girls especially I am asking about. So you also will enjoy, no, if your mother will present you such type of saris. Okay, so this is about a girl who have lost her dupatta. Again she found the dupatta. So this is about the lesson how Nimmo got a sari. Now we will go to the reading comprehension 1, page number 6. First
Reading
A,
comprehension
true
1.
or false?
Write true or false in the box for each sentence.
Okay, this is about true or false. You have to read the sentences and think over whether it is true or false. I am going to read it for you now. First one, Nimmo wanted to wear her mother's three-piece dress. Does she want to wear her mother's three-piece dress? No, it's a false. So I have written false over there. Second one, Nimmo did not want Deepa to see her in a sari. Yes or no? She felt shy as soon as she heard the horn of her car's sound. So it is true.
I have won.
So third one, Nimmo pretended to be her class teacher. Yes or no? She pretended her class teacher or not? Whether it is true or false, you have to write it down. Fourth one, Nimmo did not enjoy the circus show. Did she enjoy the circus or she did not enjoy the circus show? You have to think where I have explained all the points of these sentences. Fifth one, Nimmo was happy to get a sari from her mother. Yes? Is she happy or not? Yes, you have to think and revise the lesson and write the answer. Now we are going to C part because
C. Here are some unstitched pieces of cloth called by different names. You must have seen people wearing them. Complete their names.
these are some unstitched pieces of cloth with different names. First one, I think everyone know about it. Second one, it's a stole, S-T-O-L-E, where we tie around our neck. Third one is, you have to find it, take your parents' help and fill the blocks. Fourth one, as we have discussed about this one only in the story, so you know about what it is. Next one, where elder people will cover their bodies when it is in winter or when they go out, that you know. This is where gents especially wear this. You have to take your parents' help and write it over in the blocks. Okay. Next, this is about today's homework A and C. Complete it in the textbook itself, whereas question and answers will be taken in the next class. Okay children, take care. Bye.